31, been looping since 5-6 years, and I come from France.
Amazing. So what first got you into beatboxing and what made you keep doing it?
The first video I saw was Joseph Pulpo, like a lot of beatboxers, I guess. And then I found some tutorials by Tite on YouTube. That's how I started. And then my big idol at the time was ZD. So back in 2007, that's when I started. So yeah, ZD is the one who really got me going to beatboxing.
Going to GBB, what made you start to want competing at a professional level, and what made it specifically for GBB? Like, why GBB?
I think it's the kind of natural path of beatboxers. Like in a beatboxer's journey, you start with small battles at the national level, and then like just grow bigger, and just come to GBB, which is the biggest event ever. So yeah, it's just a natural path.
And what's the best part of competing at GBB for you?
Oh, the crowd, man. The crowd. I remember like in 2019, that was my first GBB, and it was my best event ever because of the crowd. Like a beatbox crowd is, for me, the best crowd ever. So it's gonna be even bigger this year.
I remember watching those videos back. You were so hype. You were like, ah! I was like, bro, who's this guy? Like, where did he come from? Just the energy, like straight away. You just left the loop station and came to the front.
I don't know, just trance mode on the moment.
No, but that's it.
It's not calculated or anything. You just do what you have to do on the moment. You don't think.
You capture the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And in your eyes, does GBB help in any way with your beatboxer career, and how?
I guess it does, because that's, I mean, the videos, if you're talking about that video against Enemy in 2019, it got like over 5 million views. And I mean, it's great to start having a fan base, and then you can put out things like content on your own social media. People will follow you because they saw you at the GBB. So the GBB does bring a lot of attention on your work.
And especially when it's something memorable as well. Like that moment is such a big moment, because I think nobody had ever done that before. And
I don't.
Yeah, it's because I remember it's like so ingrained. It's like this big moment. It's like, it's amazing.
Thank you.
So how do you prepare specifically for this competition and this year, and how long have you been preparing for?
Well, I'm doing 3 categories. So the one I've been preparing the most is crew. Crew is really difficult to prepare because we are 5 guys, 30-year-old, 5 French guys living in 5 different cities in France. So you can imagine how difficult it is to meet up to work. But fortunately, the GBB was postponed 3 times. So we had more time to prepare. And then in Loopstation, actually, I haven't been preparing that much, to be honest. I prepared really intensively from last month. So for 1 month now, I've just been looping every day for hours, basically.
As a performer, what do you normally do to impress a crowd when you perform, and does this change for a GBB crowd?
Definitely, it's not the same thing. Actually, when you're performing in front of a crowd that doesn't know about beatbox, simple things impress the crowd. Like when you're looping, if you want to impress the crowd, don't use effects, don't use drops or anything. They just want to see how you're making a simple beat with your vocals, just with a... Then adding just adding layers on top of it, they're like, whoa. But if you do that at GBB, well, they're gonna be like, okay.
They want the effects.
Exactly, They want the effects, they want the drops.
Like, so impress me, come on.
Exactly, because they know all those simple things already. They want to see things they've never seen before. So it's totally different.
And so for crew, going on to crew, how do your teammates help you so that while practicing, and do you enjoy practicing more together rather than alone?
It changes with time, but I used to prefer looping like on my own, but like this year, we've been rehearsing quite a bit together, and I really enjoy those moments where we work as a team. I don't know, sharing the stage with other people, with your friends, you're not doing it only for you, and they're kind of relying on you also, so it gives extra motivation. You see what I mean? Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah, and I guess like when you're in a crew, like you kind of work out your strengths and weaknesses. Oh, you're really good at doing this specific thing.
Yeah.
So you kind of find a synergy together.
Exactly.
Don't you? And I guess as a looper as well, how do you enjoy yourself while practicing, and how do you come up with new routines for GBB? Because once you've kind of used your artillery, how do you keep innovating? And
just basically keep looping every day. I mean, you could try to make a song for 100 hours and nothing will come out, and then suddenly, out of nowhere, you just pop up with an idea, and in 10 minutes, you make a whole track. And maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but that's the whole thing. It's just, sometimes it's a bit of luck, but basically you just have to keep practicing, and experimenting a lot of
A
things.
lot of happy accidents.
Most of my best songs were happy accidents, to be honest.
What is your number one tip to all beatboxers out there when it comes to putting on a good show?
I feel a lot of people are afraid of the crowd. They might think people are going to judge them. The crowd is not your enemy. The crowd is with you. You have to imagine them being on stage with you. They're supporting you, whatever. So the most important is to enjoy your own music. Like, just if you're looping, loop as if you were alone in your room and you're enjoying your own music. If people see that you are enjoying what you are doing, then they're going to enjoy it too. So it's important not to focus too much on the crowd. Whatever happens, they will support you. Like, they're not your enemy.
Yeah, so true, man. Besides the GBB stage and in front of beatboxers, where else would you like to perform, or do you perform already? Or what is your dream kind of stage to perform on like going forward?
I do perform a bit, but not so much on festivals, and that is something I would really like to do in the future, perform for festivals.
It's such a different energy, festival crowds.
Yeah, exactly, because like people usually, they just want to enjoy, have a good time. Like the gigs I usually do, it's really small places or sometimes in bars, or people are there already and they don't care if you're playing or not, you know? But yeah, at festival, people just, they want some good energy on stage, and they want to see you have a good time, and they want to have a good time with you.
In your opinion, where do you see beatboxing going in the next few years? Like, what's your vision?
I have no idea. See, the thing is, like 10 years ago, we would not have been doing this interview like for the GBB. This is something new this year. It keeps on getting more professional each year. Like when I came in the room, I saw all the cameras and everything, the whole setting. I was like, whoa. Like, it's the first time we're doing this for a GBB. And there's gonna be 2,000, 3,000 people this weekend. So in 10 years, man, could be like 10,000, 15,000 people crowd for a GBB, and a really big professional setup. Maybe why not being on TV, or I don't
televised.
know. So it could happen. It could happen. Seeing how it's going like today, in 10 years, it's possible that it could happen, yeah.
Yeah, man, it's the evolution's been crazy and quite quick, actually.
Yeah.
These past few years, it seems like it's gone even more quicker. Okay. Quick rapid fire questions. Who's your favorite solo beatboxer right now?
Dilo.
Who's your favorite looper?
Robin.
And what is your favorite food?
Mexican food.
Nice. Okay, last question. Tell us where people can follow you and where they can find out more about you.
Yeah, sure. I guess the main place is YouTube, BreZ, BreZ. Instagram, Spotify, still BreZ, BreZ. And that's about it.
Cool. See you, ma gueule.
Non?
C'est fini, see
C'est fini. Ben, merci à toi. Merci beaucoup.
Good luck for
Merci
everything,
beaucoup.
for Loop and for teams.
This is BreZ. Thank you for watching my Grand Beatbox Battle video. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, Spotify. Just type in BreZ. Peace.